global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today. Some hours ago. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today. For days now, Nnamdi Kanu's legal team have not been able to, sight him, see him one on one, and it's a cause for worry. A lot of people have been reacting to this. IPOB have reacted, but right now, the IPOB leaders legal counsel have decided to point accusing fingers and who to hold responsible. In any case, if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, and other people are beginning to react, and what should be done to those involved. Before we go into the news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you say bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Even organizations are beginning to speak up. Well, the Council of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has disclosed who to hold responsible if anything happens to the agitator. Ejiofor said the Department of State Services, DSS, should be held responsible if anything happens to Kanu. He lamented that the secret police was holding Kanu from his legal team. In a statement he issued, Ejiofor accused the DSS of treading on an ignominious path over Kanu's issue. According to Ejiofor, I quote him, "We therefore wish to use this medium to place the world on notice that the DSS should be held responsible should anything untoward happen to our client, Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu. During this period, they are holding him from us. We shall continue to keep the world abreast of every unfolding event as the DSS continues to tread on this ignominious path. DSS has denied Kanu's family and legal team access to him twice." Kanu is currently detained by the secret police as his trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja continues. The IPOB leader is facing terrorism charges leveled against him by the federal government, by the Nigerian government. In another news, very quickly, the civil rights advocacy group Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HURIWA, on Tuesday lambasted the Department of State Services for allegedly denying Nnamdi Kanu access to his lawyers contrary to court orders. HURIWA, in a statement by its national coordinator, Comrade Emmanuel Onwubiko, said the actions of the secret police against the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, if verified, represents the highest manifestation of lawlessness and blatant disregard to judiciary by the DSS. According to the media reports, DSS on Monday and on last Thursday barred Kanu's lawyers from meeting him in custody. Special counsel for the IPOB leader Aloy Ejimako said the secret police prevented them from meeting Kanu, an act Ejimako said was in contravention of the order of Justice Binta Nyako of a federal high court in Abuja that Kanu have access to his lawyers twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Ejimako said, "Last Thursday, we were not allowed visitation with Onyendo because, according to DSS, the special squad in charge of visitations went on outside assignment. They asked us to come on Monday. On Monday, we were at DSS. They're telling us the same thing. We disagree." HURIWA condemned the alleged lawlessness and high-handedness of the secret police since the abduction of Kanu from Kenya in June 2021. The group's national coordinator, Comrade Onwubiko, recalled that the secret police had been flouting the orders of Justice Nyako and the judge had not deemed it fit to hammer any sanction on the DSS. He said, and I quote, "The judge had ordered that the DSS give Kanu maximum comfort in custody, including change of clothes, access and usage of his Jewish materials and other items of his faith, as well as freedom to converse with other detainees in DSS custody in Abuja. But it is ridiculously shocking that the DSS continues to flout the orders of the judge with impunity, and the judge sees no reason to slam a sanction on the secret police, which is meant to uphold the law. The contempt application against the DG of DSS, reportedly filed by the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is said not to have been heard or even transmitted to any judge for adjudication, thereby triggering the suspicion that the Nigerian judiciary has surrendered her constitutional powers to the executive arm of government that commands and controls the DSS. The judge had also ruled that the DSS allowed Kanu access to his lawyers and any other person he deemed fit to visit him, but the failure to comply by the DSS has not attracted any sanction. The manner and maltreatment of Kanu in detention is bothersome. Kanu not being allowed to change his clothes because the DSS said he can't put on ishiago, a traditional clothes of the Igbo race, an explanation that flies in the face of reason and good conscience and questions the intention of the DSS in this utterly discriminatory policy that offends Section 42 subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution. How come that DSS operatives wear babariga of the northerners and western suits of foreign jurisdiction, but is even heard arguing that wearing of Igbo native ishiago is offensive to the DSS? He asked. Journalists, activists, and other persons monitoring the trial of Kanu have also been arrested, released after cocktails of harassment, and subjected to dehumanizing conditions by hyperactive and overzealous lawless security agents. Let the whole world know that Abba Kyari, who is facing drug trafficking offences, has not even been paraded before the public eye, but Kanu has been dehumanized beyond words. Justice Nyako must know that the failure of the DSS to obey the orders of her court looks like the crippling of the independence of the judiciary and offensive to Section 6 of the Nigerian Constitution. The denial of access to his lawyers seems to be the highest manifestation of lawlessness and arbitrariness, which is a direct threat to judicial independence and infringes on its fundamental rights. HURIWA hereby calls for the monitoring of the prosecution by accredited, credible, non-governmental bodies and for the DSS to give access to Kanu's family, his lawyers, and credible civil rights platforms that get the permission of the detainee and the DSS to visit and assess the situation of his detention. Signed on February 22nd, 2022, Emmanuel Onwubiko, National Coordinator, Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HURIWA. All these on the same issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not given access by his lawyers and his family. Let's meet in our comment section. It's getting really messier. What's your take on this?